Hi Scorpio, this is your general reading for the month of November. Before I start, please just be aware that these are general readings, so they will not resonate with all of you. If this reading doesn't, then please check your moon and rising signs, as they may, match your situation better for the month of November, okay? Now, I have pre-shuffled and laid out your cards. The first card we have here, we have your own energy here. We have the Page of Cups. The Cups is a water energy. It is for Scorpio, Pisces and Cancer. And the water energy talks of our feelings and our emotions. This card is the overall energy for this reading, okay? And as I said, it is the Page of Cups and it's reversed. Now, one of the energies with this card can talk of deception, okay? But somebody being deceptive in a seductive kind of way, if that makes sense. It can also talk about somebody that expects but doesn't give back. Now that could be on an emotional level. It could be on a financial level. But it could be that you feel that you are doing all the giving in some way or another, and the other person is quite happy to take. It can show that somebody could be quite immature on an emotional level. Or somebody could have emotional problems or issues that make them come across in an immature way. Or somebody may be struggling on an emotional level that they may be trying to escape through alcohol or drugs, because of the intensity in regards to their emotions at that time. It can often talk about somebody who finds it quite difficult to have a healthy relationship. It has to be said as well that sometimes the Page of Cups can talk of children around you, either children or a child that is coming across in a very needy way, that is acting in a very childish way. A child that wants their own way and kind of plays up if they don't get their own way. And it could talk of you may be feeling extremely frustrated when trying to communicate with a child who may be behaving in that way. So it can play out in different ways, okay, this energy of this card. Now, for what's crossing you, we have here the Seven of Swords. The Swords is air energy. That is for Aquarius, Libra and Gemini. And it is the Seven of Swords and it is reversed. And the air element is all to do with our thoughts, our mind, the words that come out of our mouth. Now, the Seven of Swords can often talk about something may be revealed to you. It can talk about setbacks. It can talk about the need of breaking free from old habits to be able to overcome something. It can talk about blockages. It can talk about somebody wanting to step into a new direction, but they find it difficult to take the first step. As I said, somebody who is stuck with the old way of doing something, but they know that the old way of doing something isn't serving them anymore. And they need to break free from these old habits and old ways. It has to be said, it can talk in relationship terms that somebody could be having an affair. And it can talk about the need to accept what has happened. So if it is an affair, maybe the affair is going to be revealed. And either you or your partner are going to have to accept what has happened. Is going to be a setback within the relationship. But the need is there to accept what has happened in order to possibly be able to move forward. The blockage there could literally be because somebody may be having an affair. And I say the word maybe, okay, because that will not be the case for all of you. But somebody may be having an affair and that may be revealed, which then is going to create a blockage in which way this relationship is going to go, or a blockage in order in regards to this relationship possibly being able to move forward. It can talk about dishonesty with this card, okay? And the need to safeguard yourself, or the need to safeguard your possessions. Now, down here in the foundation section of your reading, we have here the Two of Pentacles. Now, the Pentacles is an earth energy, which is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Now, quite often, the earth energy talks of our finances, our material world, and our work. The Two of Pentacles can often show that you may feel you are juggling too much. It can also talk of a decision. The twos often talk of choices and decisions. Behind this man is this sea, this ocean. And you can see the ships there. This water, is obviously very choppy, okay? To me, I always look at this background and think of that as being the emotions. But here we have the pentacles, the coins, which represent finances. It could be that you are juggling finances against something emotional, okay? Now, it's going to mean different things for all of you, okay? But it could be, the juggling of a relationship versus being too much at work. it could be juggling, maybe there's a relationship that you want to be in, but for some reason, finances are creating a blockage and preventing you two from being able to be together. So it creates this kind of imbalance or this balancing act, or this kind of feeling where, do I follow my heart type thing and focus on my emotions and deal with that aspect of my life? Or do I focus on my finances and my work? But to me, it's about balancing between two things or making a choice between two things. And for me, when I see this card, I mostly feel that it's emotional versus something practical. Now here in your near past position, we have more earth energy with the Page of Pentacles. It is reversed. Is fallen in your very near past position. It can talk that you may have found a weakness within your partner. That it's almost like you've discovered something about them, or you've seen a different side to them that you don't like. Or the weakness is that maybe they are a money drain. Because quite often, when the Page of Pentacles is reversed, it can talk about somebody who is literally draining you of your finances. Somebody that is very impetuous with their spending, who likes spending, and somebody who's quite happy to spend other people's money if it's offered to them. As I said, somebody who could literally be draining you on a financial level. And this could have caused a big argument between you both. And it could have created a bit of a wake-up call within you, where you've then actually seen a different side to this person. You've seen this weakness within them that they may have when it comes to money. And you may possibly not like what you have seen. And like I said, it could have created a big argument when it comes to finances. And like I said here, regarding the Two of Pentacles, emotions versus finances. It is possible that this situation has occurred whereby the person you are involved in is a spender, has become a financial drain on you, and you are trying to juggle your finances or that financial aspect of this relationship in regards to the emotional aspects. Or it could be that because of their impetuous spending, that it's caused a big argument, which has then caused these choppy waters, which to me represent feelings and emotions. Now here, in the more present situation, we have a major arcana. It is your only major arcana on the table, and it is the Moon card. Now, the Moon card, it It can talk about a crisis of faith. It can talk about disillusionment and indecision, okay? The moon card can talk about doubting one's position in something. But the thing is, you need to look at your own intuition. Now, Scorpios normally can be very intuitive. And I feel that regarding this situation, because I feel it's definitely financial and emotional here for you. You have this intuitive feeling about what to do, and you need to tap into it. If you see here, this lobster, he's half out of the water. Now, the water is his home, it's his comfort zone. He's kind of thinking whether to step out and go along the path. But the problem is, when the path's lit by the moon, it's not very clear, okay? Things can look very different by the light of the moon than they can by the light of the sun in the day. He doesn't know what he's going to find when he steps out of this water. And there's the indecision, okay? This is very much about the need for you to discover your inner longings and your inner needs, rather than accepting surface values. It's about you going deep within inside yourself now to really work out what it is you want and what it is you don't want. What it is you are prepared to put up with and what you're not prepared to put up with. Are you prepared to be in a relationship where somebody is a money drain purely because you have feelings for them? Whatever this is for you, you have got to use your intuition now. Go within inside yourself and truly look at what it is that you want for your future. What is going to make you happy, what you will tolerate and accept, and what you will not. Now here for your outcome, we have more swords energy here with the Knight of Swords, okay? Now, the Knight of Swords it can show challenges on the horizon, and it can show obstacles that need to be overcome, okay? It can talk as well that you may have a new plan or idea for something, but something may be stopping you from going forward with that at the moment. It can show in a relationship that there could definitely be some tough times ahead. It can talk about somebody within a relationship thinking that their viewpoint is right. It can talk about somebody forgetting the needs of the other person and only focusing on their own goals. But it also talks about something sudden, because with the Knight of Swords, it's about speed. It's like this man is charging forward into battle, okay? Now, because the swords and the air element is all to do with our mind, our thoughts, and our words, it is possible that you may find yourself charging headlong into a verbal battle with someone or your partner. Or it could just be how you are feeling mentally, that you may feel that you are going to have to charge headlong into a battle or conflict in some way. Now, I'm going to take the card from the top of the deck because I just want to get a little bit more clarification on that night. Right here, we have your own energy here with the Four of Cups. Now, it is reversed, and the Four of Cups talks of the need for you to examine your heart and your mind. That you may start to feel some emotional detachment towards somebody within your life. That you may have started to feel bored within a relationship. You may have started to kind of feel that you are growing tired of the same old struggles and the same old arguments within this relationship, to the point where you become bored of it all. It can be very much a card about you having to look deep within yourself, like we see with the Moon card. It can talk about breakups within a relationship. It can talk about how you may possibly feel emotionally exhausted by a relationship and by what has been going on within a relationship and the way somebody has been behaving. And it could lead to you maybe feeling unwell. It could also lead to you maybe feeling slightly depressed. And your confidence may generally be at a low point. But the overall message with this card is that you must take action. No matter how hard it is to make the first move or make that decision, things cannot stay as they are. You're going to have to make a decision. So I feel the situation here is that I feel the relationship you're in, there has possibly been a lot of arguments, okay? It is possible that somebody has had an affair. If not, it is possible that somebody has acted in an untrustworthy way. It is possible that something is going to be revealed that needs to be revealed. And like we've seen, it is possible that there could be financial problems within this relationship. That maybe the partner is a money drain and it's taken its toll. We have 2 cards here on the table about the need for you to use your intuition and to look within inside yourself for the answer, because the answer's there inside you, but you just need to start now to examine your heart and your mind. It's a case of whether you listen to your heart or whether you listen to your mind. And I feel personally that the Knight of Swords is representing you actually deciding to listen to your mind and allowing your head to rule your heart regarding this situation and taking charge. And that's what I feel. I feel that you are finally going to say enough is enough. And you are going to take charge of this situation mentally. And as I said, you're going to use your head rather than your heart. And it's going to cause you to have to emotionally detach yourself from somebody. And you're going to realize that you are just tired of the same old struggle within this relationship, be it financial, be it emotional, but somewhere along the line there is this one particular situation or struggle that I feel keeps rearing its ugly head in this relationship. And as I said, it's either on an emotional level or it's to do with finances. And you're going to reach that point where you're going to look within, you're going to use your head, you're going to say enough is enough, you're going to charge in, take charge and say enough. I'm tired of this struggle, no more. And that's what I think is going to happen. Now, obviously, this reading will not resonate for all of you Scorpios. There are thousands of you, okay? Maybe some of this reading will, maybe all of it will, maybe none of it will. But most definitely, for some of you out there, you are having the same old struggle, either day after day or week after week or month after month. Maybe for a little while things improve and go well, and then something goes wrong again. Maybe that your partner is acting in a childish way, does throw, I don't want to say temper tantrums like a 2-year-old, but, you know, does behave in that immature way in the relationship if they can't have their own way, or maybe they kick up a stink or start screaming and shouting or whatever it is. And it could be to do with something emotional. It could be to do with finances. But I think you're going to get to the point where you're just going to think, you're going to go deep within. And I think you are going to start to let your head rule your heart. And you're going to get to that point when you are just going to think enough is enough. I cannot keep having these same old struggles all the time. Everything seems good for a while, and then all of a sudden we're back to this scenario again. And I think that in the end you'll say enough and you're going to want to walk away. So there we go, Scorpio. I have to say, nearly all of my general readings that I've done so far for November have ended up focusing on relationship situations more than anything else. But there we have it. That does conclude your reading. Now, if you've liked the video, please give it the thumbs up. If you haven't, by all means, give it the thumbs down. If you want to leave a comment, that would be fantastic. I really appreciate you leaving messages for me, and I always make sure I reply to you. I will be back again really soon to do your relationship reading and also the reading for single Scorpios. So until then, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.